I got here, I was already had some things, some issues, if you will, that were sort of percolating underneath the surface. And then we began our warm-up, and as I began to sort of give some thought to where I was, how I was feeling in the moment, what was going on with me, this issue, came to the surface. And then I had an opportunity to actually work on it, to get on my feet. And to me, the biggest thing about psychodrama for me is that it differs from talk therapy in that I'm on my feet and I'm in space, and that something about that allows me to access my emotions and things that are going on in my body. When I'm sitting in a chair, I often don't access, or it can be easier to kind of push it down. So just by being more and sort of connected with what's going on in my body, as well as in my mind, and also talking, with various people, if there are multiple people playing roles, it just allows me to access a degree of openness that allows for healing to happen. And also the doubling aspect and being in someone else's shoes and seeing, the perspectives of other people who are involved in the situation opens me up and helps me to see the situation clearer and to gain, it's the understanding and compassion that come from understanding myself and oftentimes other people better.
So the psychodrama, for me, is a way of bringing things that I've buried and kept secret to myself and to other people up to the surface, and having other people play a part of me or a role or a person in my life sort of gets it cleaner and clearer because it's outside of me. And from that perspective, things begin to shift, and I can own some of the feelings I have. And there's less enmeshment and confusion. So that's why it's been a powerful technique for me. I've done a lot of one-on-one. I think the other part of psychodrama that's really helpful is that you're not just another person. You have a family, you have the support of the other group, you have the empathy, you have the understanding, people connect with what's going on, so you don't feel like you're the only person who ever felt this before. And that group support is very, very supportive and nurturing. And sometimes very clarifying. And relieving sometimes. When somebody says, what you said in that and what you did in that, I could really relate to, it just sort of, it's an opening experience for me. There's more hope in it. There's more feeling that things don't have to stay stuck, that I can move out of a place. That's painful.
What I find is that, and what I found today, is I get to go back to a time in my life when I was emotionally stuck, and in a safe environment feel the feelings that I had to deny then, and just hold them. And little by little by little over years, my capacity to hold has increased, and my capacity to hold a range of feelings has increased. I've also found, and I did it again today, in playing roles in other people's dramas, I learned to empathize. I learned to speak from the double place, so that my double and my front self that I present to the world aren't so disparate. They become closer and closer and more integrated. So that more and more through life, I just speak from the double place. I don't have to hide, because I'm more of who I am.
I always love to have a space that I can refer to as being sacred and safe for me, and to have choices. And I felt that here. And I felt that I could do whatever I needed to do, and have this, and feel the support of everybody here. And I don't always feel the support in certain settings, but in here I felt the support from every single person and your energy. And I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Tia.
I feel so privileged to be here today. It's been such a wonderful experience to have an experiential therapy like this, to have something that integrates like mind, body, and spirit. I think I feel touched from my head to my toes, and everybody's stories, from like coworkers to the new people I've met, have just deeply moved me, and I feel like something really exciting happens here. It's opened a door for me, and I just feel very grateful for everyone that made it happen.
Yeah, I feel the same way as Jackie. I had no idea what to expect, but I was open. You know, I was open. I thought it was a beautiful experience. I learned a lot, you know, inside and for my profession too. But it leaves me yearning for more. Definitely, I want more. But the passion you talked about too, yeah, I felt the passion here. You know, when I feel the passion with the coworkers that are here, I know already they have it, but I feel a little closer bonded with them. And it was beautiful. Thank you for coming up and bringing this to Alina Lunch.
I'm with them on this, but I really start imagining some of my students doing some of these exercises, and that makes me excited. I think it'll scare them at first, but I can really envision some of them just opening up with it.